Hey, good morning. It's Barbie Hahn, that damn jam lady, and I'm coming to you from my home kitchen to show you how to make gifts from my kitchen to your kitchen. So I think it's always fun to make homemade gifts, and I'm sharing some with you today on how to make those fabulous cinnamon roasted almonds. You know, when you go to Chris Kindle Mart or you go to any holiday festival, they're always up by the front door with the machine that's spinning that cinnamon and the nuts, and it smells so good. I always have to buy some. So I wanted to share a very simple 5-ingredient recipe with you today so you can make them at home. They'll be great to take for Thanksgiving, to eat while you're waiting on the turkey, or to snack on with the big game. And the good news is if you make a double batch, they'll last all the way through the holidays, and you can have them to snack on or give as gifts to your family and friends. So it's very simple. So what we're going to start with is 2 eggs, and we're actually just going to be using egg whites today. So you're going to separate out the yolks. Got that backwards. We need egg whites in here. Here we go. Very simple. Got the egg whites. Now, this is going to be a little noisy because we're going to whip this until it like triples in volume, until it's light and fluffy, because that's what actually gives the nuts that super wonderful crispy coating on the outside. So here we go. So this is going to take about a minute. So see how this is getting nice and light and fluffy here? That's actually good. So, pretty simple, right? The next thing we're gonna add is 1 whole bag of almonds, and these are roasted and salted. You could use walnuts, you could use pecans, you could use hazelnuts, you could use cashews, whatever your favorite nut is. But the German roasted nuts, cinnamon nuts, are really the thing. The almonds are the ones that I love the most. So what you do is you take these and you put them in your bowl. Super simple here. Let me get a spatula. And you're just gonna lightly coat your almonds, cashews, walnuts, whatever you're using. The next thing we're gonna do is we're going to make the cinnamon sugar coating. So this takes 1 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Super simple. And that just smells like the holidays. A big pinch of salt. And then an optional ingredient is a small, like pinch or 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper if you want to add a spicy note to your nuts, which my son Alex loves spicy nuts. So I love adding the cayenne pepper in for him. So all we're going to do is we're going to just mix that cinnamon sugar around. And you can see how it's starting to give the almonds this beautiful, beautiful coating. Until you see it all coated. Then, what we're gonna do is we're going to put them out onto a sheet tray. You don't want to use parchment paper or anything like that because the almonds would stick to the parchment paper. So we're gonna put them out onto the cookie sheet. Just like this. And you're gonna spread them around. And I like using a high-sided cookie sheet for this because the hardest part of this recipe is you're gonna put them in the oven at 250 degrees for 15-minute increments. So every 15 minutes, your timer's gonna go off either on your phone or on this timer that my son Elliot bought for me because it's identical to the one that my grandmother used to have that quit working. And we were out antique shopping one day and I said, oh, that's just like the one my grandma used to have. And he snuck it and bought it for me and recalibrated it and make sure that it actually works. So I just love that. Ding! Who doesn't remember that from when they were a kid? Ding! Means the cookies are ready. So you're gonna set it for 15 minutes. You're gonna put these in the oven at 250 degrees. And every 15 minutes, you're gonna take them out and you're gonna toss them. And then you're gonna throw them back in the oven, 15 minutes, you're gonna use a pot holder. and you're gonna move them around, because what you don't want is the almonds to burn on the bottom. So you have to keep flipping them so that they get cooked all the way through. Then when they're done, you're gonna let them cool completely. So here's a great gifting option. So who doesn't have some old bowl jars, used bowl jars, pickle jars, any jar that you have. If it is an old pickle jar and you feel like it smells like pickles, put a drop of bleach with some water in, shake it up to make sure it gets the rim, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. It'll get that pickle smell out. But all you're gonna do is you're gonna fill your jar with your cooled almonds. Put the lid on. You got a little hang tag here, and you're good to go. So, how do you store these? So if you are not using all of the almonds, it's really good to store them in a glass, airtight container. Plastic bags really aren't gonna keep your almonds crispy, crunchy, and super fresh. So you're gonna put them into a glass container and put the lid on, and they will keep for weeks. So super simple recipe. Now you may be thinking, you know, Barbie, I love that in theory, but in reality, I'm probably not gonna make a gift from my kitchen. So I have a That Damn Jam and Q102 collaboration gift box, so you can still have a wonderful gift from my kitchen of my 4 favorite flavors of jam: pineapple yellow pepper, pineapple jalapeno, pineapple habanero, and pineapple ghost pepper. And it comes with a beautiful, fun, holiday-themed gifting bowl. We will handwrite a card to your recipient. And it also comes with recipe cards. This ships anywhere in the US for $49.99. So the shipping's included. This wonderful gift box gets sent out to your family or friends, and we hope that they enjoy it. So this is one of my gifts from the kitchen. I hope you'll stay for part 2 and part 3 of this series with Channel 9, Cincy Lifestyles. Thank you for joining me this morning.